Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all keeping well, safe. I hope you're all following the COVID-19 rules, washing of hands regularly, using hand sanitizer, observing social distancing, not visiting and not inviting visitors. All right. My name is Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade. The topic of today is questions about Shameful Deceit, the movie. So I will be expecting everyone to have watched this movie because it was uploaded yesterday and ask questions. Thank you. Right. I'm going to have to draw this curtain so that you can see me. Yeah, I think that's better. Draw this curtain as well. You can see me. Yeah, that's better. So, right. If you have watched Shameful Deceit, give us a call and tell us what you think about Shameful Deceit. The number to call is 074 591 51084. The number is on the comment section of this video. Give us a call and tell us about Shameful Deceit. And that leads us to the task of today. By the end of the day, there will be a task, but it's going to come up from this movie. So I'm waiting for you all to give me a call. If you're not calling, it means you haven't watched this movie. Because if you have, please do give us a call. Talk to me. Tell me what you understood about Shameful Deceit. Or probably what lesson did you learn watching that movie. This is a channel for the youth, to educate the youth, to empower the youth. So please give us a call. Maureen, hello Queen, can't see your face clearly. Right. Christian Malu, hello HRM, what's the topic for today? Right. The topic for today is watch the movie Shameful Deceit and ask questions about Shameful Deceit. We're going to have a task by the end of today, and it's going to come from Shameful Deceit movie. I'm going to draw this curtain. I'm sure that's why you're not seeing me. Right. Going to draw the curtain. So I'm sure you can see me now. Yes, I think it's better. Maureen, is that better? Can you see me now? Osaro, hello, hi. Osaro, how are you? Have you watched the movie? If you have, can you tell us the lesson you learned watching this movie? All right. I'm waiting to hear from you all. So at the end of the day, you are going to give me or write down the synopsis for this movie. That's why on YouTube, I didn't write what the synopsis is, because I want you to write the synopsis. You have to watch this movie and tell me and write the synopsis. And of course, another caption for this movie. It's a movie that tells a story, and you're going to tell me what that story is, what you have learned. Elvis Edmond, hey, Big Mama, I love your program. Keep it up. Oh, thank you so much. Laura Emofoa, hello there. Hello, Laura. How are you? Have you watched the movie Shameful Deceit? If you haven't, please do watch that movie and come back to us and give your comment in the comment section. We are here. We're going to be here for the next hour. So I'll be waiting for calls and for people to tell me what they learned from watching the movie Shameful Deceit. There'll be lots of questions on this movie Shameful Deceit. So I am waiting. There will be winners on this show today. So if you want to call in, call in. If you don't want to, that's fine. But we're going to have winners tonight. So I'm definitely waiting to hear from you guys. Chrissy says, well done. Thanks, Christy. Chrissy, have you watched the movie? Did you manage to watch it? If you did watch it, look at the comment section. There's a number to call. Call that number and tell us the lesson you have learned watching that movie. I'm waiting. Laura says, not yet, we'll do now. Okay, Laura, please do now. I'm waiting because we're going to be here for the next hour. And you could watch that movie before we finish and tell us your story. Everyone will have to tell us something about this movie because the movie is telling a story. And I want to know what that story means to you, what lesson you've learned. It's an educative movie. I don't do movies that do not teach anything. I did that movie to teach a lesson and tell you what to do if you are affected. Jennifer Pace, Shameful Deceit drama, a touching story centered on Elizabeth, who had to deal with her philandering husband, Simon. She works very hard putting up with him, but how much longer can she tolerate it? Whoa, that's good. You actually watched it. Yeah, I can see that you actually watched it. You've actually given us a synopsis now. That's very good. So I'm still waiting for more people. And what lesson did you learn, Jennifer? Then give us a call. What lesson did you learn? And if you are affected, what would you do if you are a victim? I'm waiting. You guys are not calling. If you're not calling, I'm going to have to leave. I'm going to have to keep my money and all that. I'm waiting to hear from everyone. There will be a winner in this program today. Today, there will be a winner, and there will be a task to take home. I'm still waiting. Questions on Shameful Deceit. It's almost like you guys have not watched it. So we have a caller now. Hello, caller. And what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Ozioma on the line.
Oh, Ozioma on the line. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm all right. Did you watch the movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I've watched the movie.
Okay.
Tell what I've learned from the movie. I've learned that it's not actually good to abandon one's child, especially when they're tender and especially if they are female children. It's not always good to just leave them and travel out or something and leave them in a long while. So you always have to be there with them at all times so you can share in their joy and happiness and sorrow.
Good. So you can see what happened. Okay. Briefly, if someone asks you to tell them briefly what the synopsis of the whole movie, can you tell us briefly the synopsis of the whole movie? That's like a brief story of the whole movie. If you're asked to write this, you know what? You actually know what a synopsis is, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. That's an outline of the plot of a play or movie.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, okay. It's about a woman, Elizabeth, who got married to a cheating husband, Simon. So who always sleeps with different women at different occasions. So the woman couldn't keep up with it. So she had to leave her daughter with her mother-in-law and travel, to a different place so she won't be seeing her husband and to also work.
Wow, yeah.
So after a long while, maybe I had gotten enough money and so okay,
okay.
Her husband slept with the daughter. So when she came back, she started looking for her child. She wanted to reunite back with her child, but it was too late.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well done. You've done well. That shows you've actually watched it. But if you were in that situation, if you were the daughter, what would you have done?
Yeah. Okay. At first, initially, I would be angry with my mom. She's still my mom, so I still have to go and be with her. I just have to forgive her and I'll be with her. I'll go back to her. Even though I'll be bitter, I'll be so angry with her for leaving me and very tender in bond, I'll still go back to her.
Brilliant.
Because no matter what, she's still my mom.
That is true. Okay. If you were to be the mom at that particular time, Elizabeth was upset and she tried to kill her husband or shot her husband, what would you have done?
It's not always good
to do what?
So I would have just probably handed him to the cops. I wouldn't have killed him. I would have handed him to the cops.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I like that. That yeah. I like that. That Elizabeth took a drastic action that was not really good. So yes, I like your idea and what you would have done. Thank you very much, and keep watching the program, keep following this empowerment show, and if you have any other question or any contribution to make, please do before the end of the show, and share our videos so that other youngsters can follow us. Okay. Well done. Thank you for calling.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. So I'm still waiting to hear from more people. I'm still waiting to hear from you guys. If you have watched this movie, tell us about the movie. Tell us what to do. Tell us how to improve. Tell us if you were Elizabeth, what you would have done. And if you were the daughter, how you would have reacted as well. And even if you are the husband, what you did, was it right? What would you have done after that mistake you did? I'm still waiting to hear from everyone. The Marcory twins, powerful and profound. Thank you. Did you watch it? The twins? If you did watch it, Give us a call and tell us what you think. Munachi, good evening, ma. How are you, Munachi? I'm still waiting to hear from you guys. Tell us what you understand in that movie, or what you understood in the movie, whichever way you want it, and what you would have done if it was you. There's a lot of questions coming for this. There's a lot of questions that will be coming up from this movie, and the number to call is 074-591-51084. So we are live now. Come on live, speak to us. Tell us what you understand in this movie. What lesson that you learned watching the movie. A brief summary of the movie, you will tell us when you give us a call. A brief summary. Okay, we have a caller. Hello, caller. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm okay.
Well done. I'm seeing some of your beautiful videos.
Okay. Are you watching us live? We're live on YouTube. Are you live?
Right now?
Yeah. Are you watching us?
Right now?
Yeah,
I thought you. Right.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube.
Oh my God! Sorry about that. I am so sorry.
That's fine. Well, have you watched it? What did you learn from that movie?
Oh yes, I've watched a few days. I've watched the previous one. Are you doing one right now as live?
A movie was uploaded last night, which is called Shameful Deceit, and that's what
I'm watching that right now. I've just gone in there, watching. I'm there now.
Okay, you haven't finished. Okay, when you finish, give us a call back and tell us the lesson you learned watching that movie. That's what we're talking about now, live on YouTube.
Oh wow! Yeah. Okay, let me quickly watch that. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we'll stay here.
Just calling. Sorry.
All right. Okay. Thank you. That was a friend who just called, and she actually thought she didn't know we were live. This is a personal phone, and I thought the person was watching live. Okay, that is fine. Yeah. So if you are live, give us a call. Tell us what you learned watching this movie. This movie is teaching a life lesson. The mother has erred in a way, the father erred as well in a way. So tell us how they can be corrected. If you were one of them, what you would have done. And if you were the daughter, the victim, how you would have reacted. What would you have done? This is an interactive session, and we want people to contribute to this movie. This movie was released in 2013, actually. It was a blockbuster in the UK. So many people loved the story, and it was, in fact, unbelievable. It was amazing. People loved it. So I decided to make it free on YouTube for people to watch for a limited time only, because we're going to remove it soon. So if you haven't watched it, you haven't got the opportunity to watch it since, you better do that now, because it's going to be there for just a few weeks and it will be removed, because it's going to be going to other countries, TV channels and all that. So I'm waiting to hear from you guys. Tell me about this movie and what lesson you've learned. This is a channel for the youth. It's a youth empowerment channel. If you are the youth, this is the channel for you. So I'm here waiting. I'm waiting for the Makore twins. I'm waiting for Munachi. Christian Malu, are you there? Right. Are you guys sending text or calling? Some people are sending texts and live chats. We want you to talk live. We don't want chats and all that. We want you to talk live so people can hear you and hear what you're talking. All right. We are live. Some people are asking me what time. Doyola Events and Media says, I attended the premiere in 2013 and it was refreshing watching on YouTube yesterday. If I was Elizabeth, I wouldn't have left my child for so long without checking on her. 10 years is a long time. It is a long time. That's true. That is true. You can give us a call, Donyola. The number to call is 074 591 51084. That is the number to call. We'll be waiting. Give us a call, speak to us so that the viewers can listen and hear your voice, hear what you're saying. And then some people might not even, read the live chat. Human beings, they might not even notice that. So if you are there, you can give us a call. I'm watching from my phone. Oh yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, but you can actually drop it. You can actually make a call and go back to your phone because already you know what we're talking about. So you can make a call and go back to your phone. Yeah, I understand. Yes, give us a call and go back to your phone. Yeah, right. I'm still waiting for my youth. None of them has called except one person. I'm waiting. I'll go back with my giveaway if they are not ready to call. Okay, we have a caller now. Hello, caller.
Hi.
How are you and where are you calling from?
My name is Doyola. I'm calling from London.
Oh, good. Thank you, Doyola. How are you? So
I'm
tell
good.
us, talk to us. What did you learn from this movie and what's this movie all about? Are you happy about it? What did you learn? If you were Elizabeth, what would you do? If you were the daughter, what would you do? Tell us something.
Okay. In summary, really, what the movie is all about. It's what is going on. What is the norm amongst our men these days?
Mm-hmm.
You see so many men. They'd rather have one woman here, baby mother here, baby mother there, have one girlfriend or the other, promising marriage to people.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I'm sure this story was probably coined out of somebody's personal experience because you can actually relate it to a true life story.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what is going on. But if I were Elizabeth, really, I would not leave my child for so long, knowing that the man is promiscuous. Mm-hmm. Fine, Elizabeth left the child with her grandmother. Mm-hmm. But leaving your child for 10 years, that's a long time as a mother. That's feeling that, oh, you need to check up on your child and know what's going on. Because if Elizabeth had been, checking up on her once in a while, or calling her, keeping checks, at least she would know that, at a point that this girl is old enough, and then now take her with her to Manchester. Because sometimes, no matter what you're going through, your child is your future.
That's right.
So at the end of it, especially when it's a girl, you need to take proper care. And when you know the kind of man you left behind, a promiscuous, useless, dirty man like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I and then for the child, I mean, what has happened to her is an experience that, it would take almost the rest of her life for her to. I doubt if she can ever get over it. But with prayers, she might be able to. But people are different with the way they react to situations. You can imagine our own father raping her, and not just one, So it's a traumatizing experience for her. But at the same time, I believe that she should have forgiven the mother, and then, see whether they can rekindle a relationship, back. I mean, 10 years.
Wow.
The thing is, the mother still came back. Elizabeth still came back for her daughter. So, but I'm still going to blame Elizabeth for what happened to her.
Well, that is true. Okay, now it has happened. At the end of the day, if you realize that he raped his daughter and you are Elizabeth, what would you have done differently from Elizabeth, who went and killed him? What would you have done?
I wouldn't have killed him, because killing him means that you're not even letting him see the agony. You're not even letting him understand the gravity of what he has done. He's dead, he's gone, that's it. No, that's not the end to it. You can kill him slowly. First, you hand him over to the police. When the police is done with him and he's served his term, then you start another. There are ways that you can actually punish someone and make them, know that what they've done is something that is unforgivable.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you rape your daughter, for God's sake?
That's true.
It's a cycle. The man is sick. So the best thing now, him dying, I mean, he's just gone. He's gone. That's it. No punishment, nothing. No, he has to be punished here on earth first.
Anyway, that is true. But at the end of the day, the thing is, we didn't even have a part 2 of this movie. Who knows? Simon may not have even died. He was shot. And he may not have died, but we didn't follow up with the part 2. But who knows? I thought about it, but what I'm thinking, a lot of the people might not be around to do it. Because we have Her Excellency there, Fatima Jabe, the First Lady of Sierra Leone. Who is going to call her now to come over and be in the part 2? It's not possible. So for now, there will be no part 2 for now, because some of the people are not available to continue the projects.
That's true. That's the reality.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it all. But would have loved to also know what happened to Elizabeth after the police took her away. Of course, she must have been charged to court, and maybe she served a jail term. But it would have been lovely actually to see the concluding part. But because this was done in 2013, so many things have happened, and so many people have actually relocated or onto some other things or the other.
Anyway, thank you. That is true, but another way again, Elizabeth, even though she's been handed over to the police, how things happen in the Western world. It could be that even if she has been charged to court, it could have been that her lawyer, if she has a good lawyer who will stand for her and say she was mental, then she didn't know what she was doing. She wasn't normal. She could come out of jail.
True.
That's what happens, if you have a good lawyer. Anyway, we thank God for everything. The movie was just to tell a story and teach a lesson.
Yeah, it did tell a story, and of course, to some, it's an eye-opener to what can happen. Because some women don't even believe that men cheat in that way.
Yeah.
Men within your circle.
Yeah.
Because some men would rather look at what has happened. I mean, two friends living in the same house.
Yeah. I know. I can't even hear you very well anymore. I don't know what's happening now. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. Cheers. Another caller. Okay, that's why the voice is. Hello, caller. There was a call online. That was why yours wasn't going through. In case of next time, please allow the caller to finish and then you make a call. Hello, caller. Okay. What's your name and where you calling from? Hello, how are you? Evening.
Hi. I watched that film. It's a beautiful one, and I love it.
Okay. You watch it till the end?
Yeah, not really to the end, but some part of it. Okay. But at least, even not watching to the end, I can tell you what the film is all about.
Okay. Okay. Tell us what you learned in that film.
One.
Okay.
Well, if you have a relationship, you must know the man you must get to know him very well before you really believe he wants to marry you. Because men are very deceitful. You know?
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
And you haven't even watched all of them. Okay.
No, I've not watched to the end because the other girl was like telling her friend about the guy she met.
Okay.
And not knowing that they are the same person, one and the same man.
Yeah.
You know, but if they were really into the man and really sure of what they really wanted, they would have known from the beginning that they were both the same person. That's what true. I believe.
That is
they
true.
were just carried away, maybe wanting to get money from the man and all that. They were not really even sure of what they wanted.
Correct. Anyway, that's true. That's what happens. Yes. I'm so surprised that you could say all this when you haven't finished watching it. Then when you finish watching it, that means you're going to tell us a whole more. So anyway,
the wife of the man in the film.
Yeah.
If I were her, I wouldn't have left my home even though the man was not doing well.
Okay.
Should have stayed, tried to put her home together. And maybe at the end of the day, the man will not fall into that kind of shit that he found himself.
Okay. Anyway, that's true. That is true.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Anyway, it's an interesting one. Anyway, it's a kind of lesson to women, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And where are you calling from?
Are you there?
Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
I'm calling from Nigeria.
Okay.
Imo State. Yeah, I'm calling from Nigeria, Imo State to be precise.
Okay. Thanks for this call. And God bless you. And keep following our program. Share our video to your friends and the youngsters so that they can follow what we're doing, because this is an educative channel for the youth. We're here to
It is. I've been following you anyway. I have been following you.
Thank you very much.
I enjoy your videos and every other thing. I don't know when you're coming on air again, so I'll be with you again.
Okay, if you hit the notification button, it will always notify you when I'm on air.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Her Royal Majesty, have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Okay, thanks Zonyola for the call. And Ayo says, okay, my husband, you're watching, but you haven't called in, you haven't said anything. Ibekwe-Oyebade, well done. We're here. Greetings too. And Mojisola Allison, thank you so much. Thanks for calling. Says HRM, well done. Thank you very much. Did you watch the movie, Mojisola? Did you? Anyway, by the way, Ayo Dapo, one person sent a message and the person said, say hi to the taxi driver. Obviously, they saw a taxi driver in the film and that taxi driver looks like you. So they said, say hello to the taxi driver. So well done on the taxi driving. Well done on that. Then Mojisola, did you watch the movie? If you did, give us a call and tell us what you think about this movie. I'd like to say well done to the director of this movie, who is Ruke Amata. I doff my hat for you. That is the almighty director, Ruke Amata, from the Amata clan. The guy is something else. He is unbelievable. He is brilliant. He is amazing. He's everything you can think of in a director. That the movie is what it is today is the director's making. Thank you very much for being there for us, directing this movie. Until date, if you call him regarding anything concerning movie, he will be there. Even in the dead night, wake him up, he's there for you. He eats and breathes movie. Thank you, Ruke Amata. God bless you. If you're watching us, give us a call. Nelly Kings. Nelly says, what is your character name in this movie? Lafara. That means you didn't watch it now. You didn't watch it. If you watch it, you know what my character is. So that's your assignment. You go and watch the movie Shameful Deceit. When you watch it, come back to me. So Nelly, that's your assignment. It means you haven't watched it. You should have anyway. You are in London, innit? You are here, so you should know. You should know about the movie. Doyola, and watch the movie. Don't mind him. Go and watch the movie. How can you say you haven't even watched it? You should have watched it, Nelly. I'm sure you came to the premiere anyway in 2013. If you didn't come to that premiere, then you're going to be in trouble soon. Right, I'm still waiting for these kids to give us a call. They haven't called. Tell me what you think about the movie. Esther Okon says the movie is not playing. Why won't it play? It's playing. People are watching it. Go back and click on it. It's gonna play. Jennifer says Elizabeth divorced her husband because he was unfaithful but unable to cater for their daughter. She will make an error in leaving her with their mother-in-law. Okay, another call. Okay. Hello, caller. Are you watching us on YouTube?
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Are you watching us live on YouTube? We are live.
Oh no. I'm not on YouTube. I just came on my phone.
Okay, I'm okay. Okay, have you watched the movie?
If you finish,
Okay.
If you finish the live program, I'll call you. When will you finish?
I'm not sure yet, but we're live now.
Okay, I'll call you.
Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, that was another friend who called. I thought she was watching us live. Okay. She's not live, but she just called. Okay, someone has sent a text. Very moving. Initially, it was going to be one of those. I initially thought it was going to be one of those predictable films, but the twists kept me glued to my seat until the very end. This movie gets my thumbs up 10 times and over. Thank you very much. And her name is Nkiru Ugoji. She said she watched this movie, unlike other films that she has watched, that she can predict what the end will be. She couldn't predict this. She kept on watching. She was glued until the end of the movie. That's exactly what Shameful Deceit is. Thank you very much. Thank you, Nkiru. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you for that honest opinion. Yeah, actually, you can't predict this movie. You're gonna have to watch it till the end to know what's gonna happen. It's not like the usual films that you watch and you say, "Oh, he's going to say this, he's going to do this." No, you can't predict it. If you think you can, go and watch it and come back and tell us if you actually predicted anything. Yeah, I can assure you that you cannot. Mhm. So I'm still waiting for you guys. You are all watching, but okay. Munachi says, "How can you be caught in action and after your wife left, you went to continue again?" Is Simon's brain close to his esophagus? Simon should hear this one. Oh, Olugbinde Tolu. Hello, sis. I haven't watched it. I didn't realize your live broadcast. I'm watching now. Okay, you're watching it now. Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Oh dear. We are live now. So I'm just watching it part by part. Okay, why are you watching it part by part, Munachi? Okay, I will call in when I'm done watching. Okay, keep watching. When you are done, you give us a call. I'm still waiting to hear from my boys and girls. I know some of you don't want to talk. You're shy to talk. You don't have to be shy. Okay, this one say hello, ma. How are you doing? I hope all is good. Congratulations and stay safe too. Thank you. That is so good. Okay, Nelly says, anyway, I love all the cast. We need more of this. Thank you. More will come in Jesus' name. More will come in Jesus' name. So, right. Bedu magazine says, hello, my sister. Well done. Thank you, Bedu. Bedu, have you watched the movie? If you have, what's your take on the movie? What lesson did you learn? What do you have to tell us? You can don't just tell us hello. Have you watched it? The movie was uploaded yesterday night. What's your take on it? Come on the screen, give us a call, and tell us your take on it. Waiting to hear from you all. This is a program to empower the youth. So I brought out this movie. It was shot in 2013. It was premiered in 2013. It was a big hit in the United Kingdom. Ever since, it's gone around some channels and it's still going. But I know a good number of people haven't watched it. I decided to upload it on the channel on YouTube. So this is your time to watch it. If you don't watch the movie, in a few weeks' time, it will be removed from YouTube and it will continue moving from country to country. It was also aired on different airlines. People traveling watched it on air while they were traveling. So quite a few people have seen it. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Come back and tell us what you think about the movie. Anne says, good evening. How are you, Anne? Have you watched the movie? Give us a call. The number to call is 074 591 51084. That's the number to call. That's a UK number. If you're calling abroad, add the international code, which is 0044. And then the number, removing the zero first. I repeat again, 074 591 51084. So that's what it is. It was a call. And Bedu Magazine TV says, sorry, have not watched it. Why not? This movie has been on since 2013. Chibuzo Oli says, hello, Chibuzo, how are you? What do you have to say regarding that movie? I wanted the youngsters to watch this movie because I needed to ask them certain questions here, and the questions will lead to the next task that you're going to have. And you guys are there. You have not called. Okay. There will be no winner then. It's an educative movie. It's about stuff that happen all the time, but people don't talk about it. Before I did this movie, I actually did a little bit of research, and I found out that it hasn't really been done in the Nollywood industry. I decided to take it upon myself to talk on that issue because people don't talk about it. It happens everywhere, happens everywhere, all over the world. People don't talk about it. If it happens, if their parents will say, "Shut up, don't say anything. This is not what somebody should hear." It happens. It happens here in the UK, in the Western worlds, everywhere it happens. It happens in Africa. But I do know that in Africa, when it happens, their parents will say, "Please don't talk about it. This is not what somebody should hear." That's what they will always tell them, you know. But we decided to talk about it by making a movie out of it so that after watching it, I mean, obviously, if you watch it with a group of family, they will be able to actually discuss with you and tell you what steps to take. Okay. Hello, caller. We are live on YouTube. Are you watching? I can't even hear you. Okay. The line is off again. Not the caller, but I've lost that person. Let me see if I'm going to call back. So anyway, let's see. Maybe the caller is going to call back again. So, like I was saying, the movie was done to educate people because it happens and people don't talk about it. So I've heard stories like that before, not only from parents or a man raping the daughter, but from even brother raping the sister. I can tell you a story instantly. This is not hearsay. This is something that happened to a colleague of mine in 2000. Actually, happened to that person so many years ago, but I was told that story in 2001. That was like 19 years ago, where I was working. Um, a lady came in, and I was the manager of the place at the time, and this lady came. The brother was meant to be working with me. He was under me, and on this fateful day, or on this particular day, the guy didn't come to work. But I don't know how the lady knew that the guy was not at work. And then she came and said, "Are you the manager of this place?" And I said, "Yes." Obviously, she must have made some inquiries, and she found out that I was the manager of the place. And she came to me and said to me, "Can I have a word with you?" And I said, "Okay." And then we went and sat down somewhere. And she said to me, "I am not happy." And I'm like, I don't even know her. And she's telling me I'm not happy. I have something to say. Okay. I said, "Okay, talk to me." And then she said to me, "Do you know this person, this person?" I said, "Yes, it's my colleague, but he's not here right now. He didn't come to work." And she said, "Okay, okay." And I was so eager to listen to her. And she said, "I have a son, and this son of mine is 21. That was 19 years ago. So obviously, that son should be about 40 now. So he's not a small boy now. So she said, "My son is 21." And I'm like, "Okay." And she said, "Do you know the father?" I said, "No, how can I know the father?" Then she said, "The guy working with you that you said is not at work today, that's the father." I said, "Okay, okay, that's fine." And she said, "What's fine about that?" And she said to me, I hate him. Why? I didn't know where she was coming from. And she said, that's my brother. If you are the daughter of a brother and sister, or the son of a daughter and sister, are you going to be happy? You, the mother of that child, are you going to like that brother? And I said, no. She said to me, that's what happened to me. And I hate him. And I just want you to know. Okay, I have a caller. I'll finish my story. Hello, caller.
Hello, good afternoon, madam.
Wow, good afternoon. Yes, I know who is calling. Right. If you're listening now, the person talking is the director of this movie, Shameful Deceit, Ibekwe-Oyebade.
Yes.
Well done, director. Can we hear from you?
I'll just say congratulations for
Thank you.
all that you are doing, all that you have done.
Thank you.
I'm sure that you continue to do.
Thank you.
Because I've been following your recent moves with during this corona lockdown, the empowerment,
Thank
and
you.
all of that.
Thank
For me,
you.
I think, like my father used to say, it's better to teach the person how to fish than give him the fish.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So when, because once they develop these skills, once they acquire these skills, they can now, help themselves, not just now, but even in the future. Because the industry that we're in, it's very dynamic, it's very vibrant, it's still coming up very, very fast. And we need lots and lots of people who are talented. So I'll just say congrats.
Thank you.
What you're doing. And well, of course, you already know that, what you are doing, this job you are doing is a thankless job.
Thank you.
People, nobody's going to come and thank you because of it's who we are as a people.
That's true.
Basic human nature. People would now wonder, okay, why didn't I think of this? Why is it that it's always the other who's thinking of that? And where I come from, it's called bad belly. So bad belly will come for you and everything. But then you're used to that by now. So just keep moving on.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, director.
I just let me go into let you know. Let me go back to my lockdown isolation.
Do you have anything to tell the youth regarding this movie? Because you shot it. Do you have anything to say? Did you have any challenge? First of all, did you have any challenge shooting this movie?
First things first, I think the major challenge we had then was that, most of the people who featured in it were acting for almost the first time.
Yeah,
put it that way.
Absolutely.
We didn't have established actors, and
yes,
with that comes its own challenges.
Yes, correct.
And all of that. So I think that was the major challenge. Apart from that, then the attitude to work for most of the actors was amazing. Because what I usually say, for me, attitude is usually better than even talent. Because my father used to say that hard work will always beat talent if talent does not work hard.
That is true. Mm-hmm. That is true.
And the second thing to say is that a bad attitude is like a flat tire in a car.
That's true.
It can never take you anywhere.
That is true.
You pump the tire until you change the attitude. So what I just advise all of them: have a positive mind. Whatever talent you have, work hard at it, and the sky is the limit.
That is
because
true.
I know quite a number of people who are big recognized celebrities now in Nigeria who started small, who are advised the same way, and they are bigger boys now, bigger girls, and I give God the glory for that. So for the youths, if you have the chance, so keep doing what you're doing, and God will bless all of us.
Thank you. Okay, let me ask you one question on the spot. If you were Simon, what would you have done?
Which of Simon now?
Simon that raped the daughter. What would you have done? Because your wife is not around, what would you have done? Will you rape your daughter?
No.
What would you have done?
That would be the worst thing.
That's true.
I think the issue was having, he had underlying mental issues.
I think so. Yeah.
When man too like woman is a mental issue.
That's true.
When woman too like man is a mental issue. It's psychological.
That's true.
And I think that's where his problem lay. It wasn't just the wife. Maybe fine. Maybe the wife had issues or the wife was giving issues, but then you shouldn't go that far
That's true.
First things first, the movie started, I don't know if it's still there, it started with him sleeping with a woman in his matrimonial,
yes,
matrimonial bed.
Yes, the first lady of Sierra Leone. Yeah. But it's just a movie. The person Simon was sleeping with was the first lady of Sierra Leone. It's a movie. Then she wasn't first lady. Yeah.
This first lady thing adds another thing, because like I always say, most of all talent from my father.
Yeah.
My father used to say that every saint has a
past. That's true.
And every sinner has a future.
That is true.
That means you not go take where you did now, take look where you go there for
tomorrow.
Future.
Yeah.
Because if she had known she was going to be first lady, maybe she wouldn't have acted, she wouldn't have been an actress, or she she did not know. Nobody knows tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just do the best. Make the best of today.
That's
Make
true.
the best of the time. And that's one of the things I want to, appreciate you for, because you are getting them to make the best of this time, which is now.
That is true. And it will never come again.
It will never come again.
No.
It's just one of it.
Thank you.
So, okay, let me go back to our
Thank you, director. God bless you. Oh, I've forgotten you are the father, you are the mother, you are the grandmother, grandfather, everything. Well done. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Right, that was the director of this movie, Shameful Deceit, Roke Amata from the Amata clan. The guy is amazing. He actually shot this movie. In fact, anyone that knows him knows you're dealing with the best person. He's humane. He's intelligent. He's compassionate. He's everything you can think of in a person. He can play, but he knows his job. He can play, but he knows his job very well. He knows his job very well. And that is why I'm trying to train the youth. Have different streams of income coming in. When you graduate from school, learn something else. It could be acting. You can be doing that on the side. You can be doing acting on the side. You can be a graphic designer. You can be a video maker. You can be a blogger. You can be a hairdresser. You can be anything, but still you are a graduate. Have different streams of income. You will not lack. You will not beg anybody for. Nobody will come and do shakara for you, But anyway, let me finish the story that I was saying then. And then the lady said to me, I had that child for my brother. And she said to me, if you are the person, will you like that brother? I was shocked. I was in serious shock. And I was looking at her. And in fact, I'm going to make a movie on this story I'm talking about. I'm still going to finish this story. Hold on, another caller. Hello, caller. We're live on YouTube. Have you watched the movie? Live on YouTube. Oh, you haven't seen us?
Oh, YouTube. I was on Facebook. All right.
Okay, no. Yeah, there's a link sent to your phone and there was a broadcast. If you found the link, click on the link. That's the YouTube live. Thank you very much.
All right then. I'll see you soon then. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, that's another caller. She thought we were on Facebook. No, we are live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube, and yeah. We are live on YouTube. If you have watched the movie, tell us. So anyway, the lady now said to me, I had this child for my brother. And I was in shock. I was looking at her and I wondered how such can happen where you have parents living with you people. And then she began to tell me how it happened. She said, I think she was in secondary school. She was like maybe in year 1 or 2 in the secondary school. She was still very young, probably like, 12, 13 years, something like that. And her brother who impregnated her was probably about 17, 18, but he at the time had finished from the secondary school. And their parents, after work, probably go to their places of maybe work or whatever they do. I don't know. But normally their parents are usually not home when they are back from school. So whenever she's back from school, the brother, the elder brother, would rape her, force her and rape her. On one occasion, she told her parents. She actually told her mom. And the mom said, "Shut up. Don't say that. Don't allow somebody to hear what you're saying. It can't happen. Why would you say that?" So the mom actually thought she was lying against the brother. Okay, we have a caller. Yeah, we have a caller. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from?
Hello. I have already commented. I really must congratulate you.
Thank you.
Very, very moving.
Thank you.
And I believe all our youth should sit down with their parents and watch it. It has a lot to teach parents.
Thank you.
A lot to teach the kids.
Thank you.
Let me just say, I know your life on air, HRH.
Yes.
My heart bleeds for men like Simon.
Wow.
Absolutely no excuse.
Yes.
I already said I love the ending. And I would say it out on air.
Yeah, you love the ending. Okay.
I do.
Okay.
But having said that, there are lots of things that the society can do to help men like that. If they actually raise their hands and say they need help, he seriously needs help. I heard what the gentleman who shot it said, that people like Simon, they have problems.
Yeah.
It's not problems that they can cope with alone. That poor child did not deserve to have the rest of her life ruined because of an urge that can be controlled if somebody wanted to. When they cannot control it, there is help. There are sex addiction clinics, please, for crying out loud. And I also like the fact that the young girl was able and had the courage to go and seek help. The mom for leaving her is you, my dear sister. I'm sorry. There's also some blame. There's something she could have done differently.
Yeah.
She could have asked for a little bit more help. Work 4 jobs, and at the end, lose the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because that was the formative years of this child's
life. Yes.
And she wasn't there. You can be there and hungry, but they're together. And I go back to our belief system, because whatever else we say, you know where we come from, where we put God in it. I didn't see any element of that at all. Perhaps families watching it together, being held together by the love of God, will be able to overcome these things and triumphs. It's a very moving. Beautifully shot, beautifully acted.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you so much. That was a blockbuster in 2013. It was a blockbuster in the UK.
It should have been. Even now, it should still be.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well done.
Thank you.
And you look amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless. Thank you. Okay. Whoa, that's a caller, Nkiru Ugoji. She actually made a comment here. Thank you so much for watching that movie. Yes, we wanted to tell the story. Yes, I was Elizabeth in the movie, but it's the story I was told to act. So normally or ideally in real life, I would not have gone to that extent. One, I wouldn't have left my daughter. Yes, I would not. Two, I would not have shot my husband, because I am a Christian. I was brought up in a Christian home. I would do no such thing. Never. Instead, I would take my daughter and walk away from the marriage. That's what I would have done. I would not have shot him. Yes, I wouldn't. I would have just taken my daughter and walked away, and that's it. The worst I would have done is he would never see the daughter if I want to do that. But I would never kill a human being. Not now, not tomorrow, for any reason. No reason whatsoever. So Elizabeth in the movie went really far. And Simon needed his head checked. I think he was insane Even no matter how much you want a woman, your daughter, according to Yoruba, we say, "Oh my sheo." Anyway, back to my story. And then the lady said once she told her mom that the brother raped her, and the mom said, "Shut up, shush, don't say that." Another caller. Oh, you guys don't want me to tell this story. Hello, caller, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from United Kingdom.
Okay, thank you. And what's your name?
My name is Kite.
Oh, Kite, how are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I just came up on live now. I'm a bit late because I was on lecture.
Okay.
I just want to throw some point to this movie. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for the premiere.
Okay.
But honestly, the movie is amazing.
Have you watched it?
I have been opportune to watch just a brief.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
And I watched the brief, and actually, it's amazing. Okay, it teaches us a lot of things. You know, when you're doing a movie. When you're doing a movie, you need to think about the thing that is happening around us. Number one, I would not blame the woman.
Okay.
Because after that stage where she had to shoot her husband, she could not curtail her anger. There she needs anger management.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And number two, it teaches moms as well. We African mothers, we don't tend to listen to our children a lot. Honestly, because we think of what the society would say if it actually happens. We tend to shut them up a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It teaches us to let our children speak, listen to them more often, study their body, everything about them.
Yeah.
You know? And when you're watching a movie, you know, it should be more of teaching you something, not just for the fun of it all the time, but it needs to teach you something. So that's where I find this movie very, very interesting, because it teaches us mothers a lot of things to learn from our children, from our daily lives, and even from our partners, not to trust too much, you know?
Yeah.
Especially when the child is not from the same man.
Yeah.
So it teaches us a lot of things. And I must say, the movie is actually, I can't watch the movie from start to finish, but from the bit that I've seen, it's absolutely amazing. And I just want to congratulate you so much for this movie. And keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Cheers. Okay, that was Kite. She hasn't even finished watching the movie. She's loving it already. I wonder what she would do after watching the movie. If you haven't watched that movie, please go and watch it. Okay, let me finish the story. And then the lady said she spoke to her mom, and the mom said, "Shut up. Don't say this kind of a thing. We don't want anybody outside to hear what you're saying. It's not something that another ear should even hear, you know." So she became scared. If her mom could shush her, who else is she going to run to? The mom didn't listen. Who is she going to tell? Already the mom has said nobody should hear this thing because it's like it's going to be a disgrace for them. So, and even the brother also threatened her that if you tell anyone, I will kill you. She became scared both ways. She can't tell the mom, but she can't beat her brother. She was scared. And it continued. This boy continued raping her every single day after school. Can you imagine? 12-year-old or 13-year-old child. In fact, she became pregnant with her first period. So obviously, she didn't even see a period before she got pregnant. So she was in school one day. Obviously, you know, pregnant people, when they are pregnant, they're always sleeping. So she felt sleepy and she slept off in school. And then the teachers one day tapped her. Every day you come to school, you're sleeping. Are you okay? Every day you come to school, you're sleeping. Are you okay? You know, but the teacher who looked at her, I think is a teacher who probably is a woman who understands that there's something wrong with this child. They took her to the hospital and realized that she was like, at that time, 6 months gone, 5 or 6 months gone. Nobody is going to advise a young child, a little child, to do an abortion. Nobody is going to do such a thing. As a Christian, you shouldn't even do it. You shouldn't even think about it, no matter the circumstance, even if it's an armed robber. Because you're killing a human being. Some of these things people didn't know those days, but it's wrong. So obviously, they didn't go down that route. She was far gone, 5-6 months. And she finally had a child, and it was a boy, which is the person she was referring to at the time. So she grew up to hate her brother. Obviously didn't like her parents. So what I'm trying to say in effect is, parents, please listen to your children when they talk to you. They're not stupid. When they're talking, there's a reason why they're talking to you. Listen and investigate. If you're not sure, investigate. Even if you don't believe her, what you would do is set a camera in that house. Set a camera when they don't even know, so that at the end of the day, you can play that camera and come back to them. I'll tell you what, I watched a little clip of a little girl being molested, almost raped by the teacher. I saw that on WhatsApp. What happened? What? I can't even say what I saw on air. I can't say it. But it's an eyesore. It's not something I should even see with my eyes. It's not something I should even say with my mouth. I watched it on WhatsApp. This child was like probably 8 years. That person is not up to 10 years. And she was being taught lessons at home. When the parents are not at home, the lesson teacher comes home to teach this person. In Africa, on one of the occasions, the guy will force her to have private stuff with her. I don't want to talk about it. But I think she probably reported to her mom. So what they did was have a CCTV in the house. And I'm sure that teacher didn't know about it. And he did the same thing he was doing with this little girl. And later on, in fact, it was so funny the way he was so free with this child of 8 or 9 years. Who is this child going to report to? At the end of the day, the video, the CCTV was played. It was this CCTV that I saw on WhatsApp. And I said, Elizabeth shot her husband that she loved. So imagine what Elizabeth would have done to that person who is just a teacher, not even her loved one, not even her husband. You come and molest someone else's daughter, 8 years, force that little girl to do such a thing. I'm sure Elizabeth would have used a knife to cut the person. So it is very wrong. It is very wrong. If your children are talking to you, listen to them. There's a reason why they're telling you stuff. They're not stupid. Seriously, they're not stupid. Listen to them. There's so many things going on. That's how the lady I was talking about, that happened to her. She had that child. And she said to me, and it was a traumatic experience. And ever since that happened to her, she hated men. She never got married again. She didn't have a husband. She didn't have a boyfriend, nothing. She was not like a lunatic. You see her walking on the road, you think there's something wrong with her because she's gone psycho because of what happened to her. How can you go through such and be normal? Have a child for your brother? Is this something that someone should even talk about? Have a child for your brother? That's terrible. I'm sure we're going to do a movie out of that as well. And she told me that story. And I was in shock. And that made me to believe that there's something wrong with that boy. I can tell you my experience with this boy. When I started working in that in that establishment, that boy in question, he never liked me. He never liked me for no reason. I didn't do anything. He never liked me. And you know what? We had a general manager who comes in to check on us weekly. Well, one of the days the general manager came, I said to the general manager, I never want to be alone working with this person. I was scared. That was even before I heard the story. You know why? I was scared of him. The reason why I said I didn't want to be working with him just alone without anyone else was when I came to work there, I met him in this establishment. I was new. When I started working, I worked for probably just like 1 month, and I was made a supervisor. Within 3 months, I was made the manager. Obviously, you know what happens at workplaces. This person became jealous. So I thought because I was the manager and he was very much older than me, maybe he was jealous. But I didn't know that where where his jealousy came from was different. So I felt there's something, there's a knot off his head. I don't want to be racist by saying what I want to say, but I'm just trying to teach a lesson to tell you why I thought that he was going psycho or that a knot went off his head. When the general manager came, he went and reported me that he doesn't like me. And the general manager, even without hearing what he was saying, invited me to the office, and I came, and he came. And the general manager said to him, you said you do not like Theodora. He said, yes. Okay. And the general manager said to me, Theodora, do you have a problem with this guy? Can't even remember his name. That was 2001. I said, no. But I just knew there was something strange about this man. I said, no. And then he said, well, he said he doesn't like you. I said, okay, well, it's okay not to like me. You can't like everyone. And then the guy said, the general manager said, so what has she done? And he said, I hate her because, not that he doesn't like me, he hates me. Capital H, not just like, small letter, like, no. Dislike. Hate. I said, I hate her because they sold us to slavery. Was I born during the slave trade? I just couldn't understand. In fact, instead of the manager to even say something, he just busted into laughter. The man looked stupid, but because his head is not right somewhere, he didn't find it funny. He thought he was making sense. How can you say you don't like somebody, you hate somebody, just because I don't know, you people were sold to slavery? I'm not going to mention anything, but that's the way he put it. I was in shock. I just laughed. And from that day, I became even very scared. And I said, I can never be in one room with this person because, one, if he could rape the sister, he could even rape me and kill me. So things like this, if you are as afraid of something, you're scared anywhere, anytime, someone molests you. If you're an adult, report to the police. If you are a child, tell your parents. Parents, listen to your children. They might be talking sense. Listen to your children. They are not stupid. So that's how that lady I was talking. I'll go back to my story. If you want to know this story, you watch this program from the beginning. That was how she had that baby. The child grew up. The child is big now. I don't know if the child is married. I've never seen the child, but she just told me that story. And she lived all her life with that trauma. She didn't like her brother anymore. She hated her brother. It's not even about life. She hated her brother. She didn't have a child again because that child she had for that brother, the social service came and took the child from her, and took the child to some rehabilitation, whatever. You know what they do. I don't work with social service, but social service came and took the child and all that. So you can imagine her life was wrecked. By the time the parents realized, it was too late. So parents, listen to your children. Be it a boy, be it a girl. It is real. Some men have gone psycho. They have really gone psycho. Some men cannot stay without a woman. Yes, they can't. They've gone psycho. It's really sad. So that's exactly what happened almost with Elizabeth's daughter. But the difference is that Elizabeth wasn't there. Obviously, it may not have happened. Elizabeth wasn't there. And even the grandmom wasn't there. She was just living with her dad. And probably because he likes women a lot, there was no woman around. He had to, rape the daughter. Can you beat that? So it's really sad. Right. Let's see what the people are saying. Um, let's see what they are saying. Um, Gedu says, sorry, I've not watched it. Better do. And Chibuzo Oli says hello. Hello, Chibuzo. And Jennifer P says, interesting movie. Thank you. Eunice Ajelu, well done. Very good movie indeed. So you've watched it. Well done. Munachi Temple, I thought as much. Fred is Simon. What Fred? The guy in Diego Maradona. Oh, Fred? No. No, Fred is not. I don't know. I don't know which one. I don't know which one is Diego Maradona though. Okay, Simon is Lanre Balogo. He used to do some Yoruba movie in the past. He's a veteran. He's very good. Jermaine Sonwolu. Hey, Jermaine, keep up the great work at Theodora Ibekwe. Thank you very much, Jermaine. Very hardworking guy. You are the one leading in Lagos State now. Oh, well done. Oh. Right. Then we have Life with Chi Farm. The Wokedes. Well done, Derry. Rita Wokeji. Well done, HROH. Thank you, Auntie Rita. Chibuzo Oli. My husband and I joined very late. Could you please tell us the name of the movie? Okay, the movie is called Shameful Deceit. Chibuzo Oli. Shameful Deceit. It's on my channel. Type in Shameful Deceit. You will find it. Then Nkiru says, HRH must also congratulate you on getting getting younger and younger. You look amazing. Thank you. I'm young, I'm not old though. Okay, then we have this message is held for review. How can Simon sleep with his daughter? No, he raped her. Is this man's brain an onion? Okay. Don't mind Simon. Simon went cuckoo. Let's see. Enablement International. Princess, well done. HRM. Thank you. Ebi Noka, well done. Thank you. Samantha, well said. He knows his job. Ruke Amata. Yes, to Director Ruke. Samantha Kubet says, you know your job. I said that before. Kite Teddy says, I'm here. Okay. Mazi Obi, hi all. Hello, Mazi. Mazi, you were asking of your press release, or your logo was there. I think that did the job. And yes, is asking of his press release on Theodora PR. Go to Theodora, www.theodora.ibekwe-PR.co.uk. That's our website. View the website, share it to your friends. If you want your stories on our blog, bring it on. Kita says, it's a nice movie. It's actually what's happening these days. So much to learn from it, especially parents that don't listen to their children. Yes, listen to your children. No, don't say I didn't tell you. And don't always leave them with strangers. So, especially the little girls, don't leave them with uncles. Don't leave them with men at home. Eh? They will abuse them. Um, AB Noka says typical African mothers who are in denial. Yes, some are in denial. When you tell them something, they say, no, 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 don't say it. It won't happen. How can you say that? How can he do this? It happens. Zachary Hawawu. Good evening, ma. Good evening, Zachary. You haven't called in. Amen, blessed child. Hello, hello, amen. Amen, blessed said true words. Okay. Valerie Mbogo. So true, HRH. Parents should learn to listen to their children. Honestly, they don't. Ella Patti says, well done. Thank you, Ella. Ella, have you watched it? You haven't told me if you did watch it. If you did watch it, tell me what you learned and tell me what you would have done if you were Elizabeth. And make sure you listen to your children when they are talking. Don't leave them with young men. Don't leave them with uncles. Men, sometimes their reasoning is not here, it's downstairs. Right. Okay. Amen. Blessed said, it's so bad amongst our African parents. They label the child as being a spoiled child. Don't mind them. All these children become scared. Yeah, that's true. Vera Pride Production says, good evening, Queen. Good evening. Bender Schools Reunion and Friends. Brilliant. Thank you. Have you watched it, Bender Schools? Thank you. If you have watched it, give us a call. Tell us what you think about the movie, what you would have done differently. If you were Simon, what would you have done? If you were the director, what you would have done? If you were Elizabeth, what you would have done? If you were the daughter, what you would have done differently? And if you were the writer, how would you have written this movie? Okay. Laura Emofoa says, true. Have you watched it? What's true? Ngozi Ibekwe says, things like that happens with some silly men. That's correct. Agbazilo Foundation, well done. Well done, Agbazilo Foundation. Thank you. Have you watched it? It does happen. It happens everywhere. It happens in the Western world. It happens in Africa. It has happened in Africa. Yeah. They won't even talk about it. They'll be hiding it. Sometimes a child in an African home, they will have a child at home for an uncle, and the parents will hide it so that people will not laugh at them. At the end of the day, you are not even correcting that uncle. He will still go and prey on another child, abuse another child. It happens, and sometimes parents, their children they become pregnant, they have children out of wedlock, they are in the same house with their mom will never tell anybody who that father is, or even that child will not tell anybody who the father is. Sometimes you have to say it to name and shame these people. I mean, I think I saw something like that even when we were growing up. You see somebody from somebody related to someone, you have a child for someone who is like a relative, not the same brother or sister, but a relative that you cannot marry, a relative that you should not marry. You cannot marry. You still go and, that's wrong. So it's really sad. Really, really sad. So I'm waiting to hear from you guys what your opinions are. I don't talk. I've spoken so much. I need to hear from you guys. I need to hear from you guys soon. Some people are saying they cannot watch the movie. Is that because actually I was saying it's not for kids, but now I've made it open to the public that it's also for kids. So if you are not able to watch it before, you can watch it now. Right. So Jolly Jones said, I can't fault Elizabeth for killing her husband. Really? Okay. For what he did, very important topic for our background. Yes. Better to name and shame. It's true. Name and shame such people. You don't have to leave these people doing this thing to continue doing it, because if you don't name and shame tomorrow, that's why you have in this Western world you have pedophiles. When people don't name and shame them, some of them go to jail in this country. When people don't name and shame them, tomorrow they do another one, they move to another place, you know. Mm. You know, they move to another place. Mm. Okay, Jennifer P says, I thought it would be honestly be too painful and embarrassing to relive those experiences. Of course, now, of course, too painful. But what can we do? What can we do? Nothing. No. So if you're watching, give us a call. The number to call here is 074-591-51084. And if you haven't watched the movie, please go and watch the movie. The movie is going to be off soon. So you better watch it now. This is your time to watch it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the number to call is let me write it there. It's 074 591 That's the number to call. If you haven't called and you want to call, you just put the number here now. So if you have a similar story like this to tell us, give us a call and tell us. We want stories like this. We'll do more stories in the future. And these are similar stories that we will tell so that parents will know it's happening and people know about it. Right? So that's it, really. Shameful Deceit is teaching a lesson, and it will continue to teach us lesson. As you watch it, keep sharing it to other people who haven't seen it before to watch it. Yeah. Right. If you haven't watched it before, go and watch it. I'm still waiting to hear from people. I'm still waiting. I am waiting. Oh, I am waiting. I'm still waiting to hear from anyone. Tell me your take on Shameful Deceit. If you haven't watched it, somebody asked me what movie is that? It's Shameful Deceit. Jolly Jones says, well done for engaging the youth during this lockdown period. Yes, so that's the idea, just to keep them busy. You know, we have to keep them busy, otherwise they will just derail. They will derail, and I don't want that. So anyway, this is going to be a channel for the youth. Always, we're here to train them. Jolly Jones, give us a call if you have a question to tell us. Tell us. If you haven't watched this movie, go and watch it. You can even watch it now and come back and tell us your take. Go and watch it. It's only an hour, 18 minutes. Go and tune in and watch it. Munachi is calling. I can see that is, if I'm correct. Hello, caller. Hello. Is that Munachi?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Evening. How are you? And where are you calling from? Is that Lagos or where are you? Okay, I see. Right. Have you watched the movie then?
Yes, I did.
Okay. When did you watch it? Last night?
No, this afternoon.
Okay. So tell us your take on that movie. Tell us what you think. Tell us the whole story. What you actually learned watching that movie.
Actually, I would say that Simon, as the character Simon, is the person that caught me. Like, if Simon now, so like, if this movie now so to be in Nigeria, like, if they say, okay, make this in Nigeria, and then they ask this thing now, so
yep.
They say that for Simon, I would say, is under the influence of some juju. I quite right, the one who go say conjina bastard, but I don't see how sexually urged, like, I don't see the urge in you that would make you sleep with your daughter, man. Okay, it don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. See, despite the thousands of women, I don't see no be one. All the girls when they sleep with them, they slept with two friends with a different name. Was answering Fred and was answering Simon the other way. So he slept with both friends and impregnated the other one. And imagine the kind of urge.
Yes, that he had. We've lost you here.
Have sex with your daughter.
Yeah.
And you know, right. And also, I would say you killing Simon, for me, he's not worthy of living, Sha.
It's not me, it's Elizabeth.
What Elizabeth to Simon, man, I think is the best, is the right thing, because
wow,
man, that animal has no place to be with human beings now. Like, okay, yes, so he's worthy of another chance. Like, if actually he would go for a therapy, he needed a therapist, he needed somebody that he just needs to go for a rehab.
But remember that she actually took the laws into her hands, if you know what I mean. She actually took the laws into her hands, because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, she should have probably handed it over to the police instead of killing him. If he actually died, she will land herself in jail. She will be in jail, and maybe for the rest of her life, she will be there. And then if Simon died, Simon would just die like that without learning his lesson or being punished or anything. He would just go just like that. So I don't think there's any lesson like that. It's a movie. We had to ask it how the movie is. But if it's me in real life, I'll hand him over to the police, if you know what I mean. But I know that a lot of people wouldn't mind. They will just do the unspeakable, just kill the person, and they don't care what it will be. Just like you're thinking.
The anger then, most times there are some actions you take out of anger, and then all of a sudden it turns to regret.
Yes, that is true.
So
that is true.
Anger at that particular time would lead to Simon
yeah.
The movie is a nice movie actually. It's a kind of unpredictable, quite right.
Yes.
I was even surprised when she came back. When I forgot her name, she came back and told her friend that. So don't tell me you knew all this, right? That Fred was Simon. I never expected that, because I was like, so this guy, he played 2 roles.
Yeah, absolutely. Which means Simon knew they were two friends, and then he would tell this one, my name is Fred. He would tell the other one, my name is Simon, so that they will not know,
Because actually, he doesn't know that both of them are friends. So he told her that my name is Simon. They were friends, and then that was why he realized, so let me change my name so I don't need to know who cast.
That is it. Exactly. That is it. You see what you men can do?
Man.
If he can rape his own daughter, then he's capable of doing anything to any woman and wouldn't give an F about it.
Thank you. Even his mom said,
yeah.
His daughter, then his mom is not left out.
Yeah, exactly. So
because even if she decides to say, okay, let's discuss it now, some people will be like, okay, and this guy is, maybe they did something to him, they do juju for her, when they can't act this way, because on a normal sense, somebody not supposed to act this way. But in real life, like in real sense, there are some people who act this way, like who don't control their urge.
That's true.
So there are some people that can't control their urge. Like, you're not the man of your urge. You just, every little thing you do fall for her. So yes, there are men like that. There are people like that. Not even men, not just only men, but women who can't control their urge. Every little touch, they don't fall for you. So I guess that there are lessons to be learned. Like enough lessons to be learned. Because if why this girl's name is skipping my mind. Okay, now those two friends now, so if they were like, okay, let me show you this guy who I'm dating. Like I have his picture on my phone. Let me show you this guy I'm dating. You understand? Okay, if she had showed her that, okay, this is Fred, the guy that I'm dating, she would be like, okay. So this guy now, so Ibekwe, you're supposed to learn your lesson and know how you did it, follow your way. So they should have discussed it out and then tackle the situation by herself. I don't know how, because she herself, she was just going because she knows that yes, he's married. She knows that Simon is married. And then she just okay, let's just, according to what she says, we are gracing ourselves.
Her own, she's interested in money. She's interested in money, but it looks like the other one maybe wanted love or something like that.
No, yes, love, that was the problem there. So she had discussed well, like if they had discussed very well, and then they had to get with us and say, but she told her, look, this man is married, and then you were talking about love. So anyways, me and Simon, we just do grace, if you satisfy me and satisfy you, I go my way. But the other girl, I was not saying it from her own perspective. She's just like, she needed true love, and the true love she's looking for it in the wrong dimension. From a married man, for that matter. I want to with our girls of nowadays. In this particular stuff, I heard you say it was premiered 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
No, 2013.
Okay, imagine.
2013, yeah.
Something that was shot 2013. And then some of those things that I watched is happening presently now. There's the situation of this side chick.
Yeah, it's been happening
now, so that is trending. Yes, this side chick stuff that is trending.
That's true.
See, imagine. Okay, now you know that this man is married too. You know this man is married too. When you're supposed to touch your hair to look for your younger boys, so you say no. Now the married man ain't be your problem. And then tomorrow, when the wife won't catch you, they pour you acid.
I know.
So there are lessons to be learned in this movie. I'm serious. Like this movie, there are so much lessons to be learned.
Thank you.
To control your urge. Control your urge.
That's the main thing. That's the whole idea, to control the urge. Yeah. Otherwise,
self-control.
Yeah.
Have self-control. And secondly, mind the kind of friends you keep.
Yes.
Mind the kind of friends you keep. You need to be selective in making friends.
That's true.
Because if you don't select friends, friends select you.
That's true.
So if she have a good friend, like I wish she had a good friend, definitely she won't have fallen for that nonsense.
That's true. That's true.
So I just don't worry. At this movie, I will still go back and go rewatch them. I might even come back later in the night to tell you how I watched it again and then stop every other point.
Okay, that would be nice if you call before we leave here. We're still on for now anyway. Let's see how many people are going to call in and tell us their take on the movie. Okay, thank you for calling, Munachi, and stay blessed and stay safe.
Thank you, man.
Okay, goodbye. Right, we just heard from Munachi. Thank you very much for that call. And there will be another video tonight about the task. Most of you are not calling now. This video is long. I'm not going to leave the task here because it might be too long for people to watch. So later tonight, the task will be given in another video and uploaded for you to watch. So if you have watched this movie now and you want to give us a call, Juliet was trying to call. Juliet, you can call us now. There was a caller before. That was why I couldn't take two calls at the same time. You can give us a call now. Tejan Enterprises says, more blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following us. Very interesting to have you all here watching and speaking. So, Juliet, have you watched the movie? Tell us your take. Tell us what you think about the movie. What you would have done differently if you were Elizabeth, and if you were the daughter, what you would have done as well. Tell us. We want to hear from you. All right. Thank you. Okay, I think Juliet is calling now. Hello, this is Juliet, isn't it? Juliet, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Thank you, Juliet Macapilia.
Thank you so much for all the actors. It brought tears in my eyes, I must say. It was so emotional, and I couldn't stop watching to know what happened next.
Wow. So you enjoyed it then?
I think yes, it brought reality home, and it brought daily life home, and it's quite a touchy movie, and it brings the stories back here in London. What would I do? I think I would not kill the man. That's the only thing I would.
Okay.
But I think I see the pain. I think
that is true.
I would want to. I think I would prosecute him definitely. Would still not get away with it. I think I would take him to court for what he's done, but I wouldn't really take a gun and kill him. But I understood, I felt it, different reactions, different side. But
but I think he would go to jail for a very long time. I would want him to serve that sentence, definitely.
Yeah.
I think as for the child, it was quite emotional, and it looked real. It is real. It makes people think about actions taken when you have a job and whether you have no job. But it also reminds someone about what rape victims have faced, and I think that's something that community leaders need to talk about more. I think that across Africa, I've had so many cases, different stories being told, and people are afraid to really bring these subjects up. So I'm very happy that this movie has happened. So it opens up those doors whereby we can now begin. I mean, I know that one of the ladies wrote a story about a pastor as well. What's her name? The Nigerian lady. She asked. Yeah, but this one at least brings it visibly, and I believe this is really good for the community to share, and even to remind us as a community that these things can happen. These things are real. We need to be safeguarding our children more. We need to constantly have good friends. I mean, the way it's been acted is real life. It is real life, and the trust that we have for our families as well is absolutely real. But that is infidelity, and frankly speaking, the man there in this country, it is illegal. Even back home, it is illegal. Nobody gives the right to abuse any children, as we know.
Yeah.
Uncles, and we've had stories of uncles, we've had stories of fathers, and we've had stories. So it opens up a new chapter. So it was quite emotional, I must say. What would I do to this man? I think before I kill him, I think I would come in with the police just like you came in, and I would get him arrested first of all. And then that would, because I think to me killing him is making it so easy for him,
Yeah.
But I hear the pain, and I think that I've had people saying they would just kill him and serve sentence. I know a parent who's even told me that they would rather rot in jail, and because they've lost everything in life as well. And that's in reality that would happening as well psychologically to some families. So they feel they've lost everything. So to them, they would rather be in jail themselves. But I think then that's double tragedy, in the sense that then the daughter as well now at some stage will want to see the mother. I mean, she's walked away, yes. But at the end of the day, I would rather be in a position whereby if the daughter wanted to see me, I would be able to be available. And that then means that for 1 second, I would think about that. What if my daughter wants to come back and I'm not available? Being in jail doesn't support that child either, who is still probably now, she was 15 or 16, 17, so she would still probably need the mother, and she's probably with social services at that particular time. So all those aspects of welfare stuff, I think, are things that community leaders can use this movie to sort of educate and empower and bring education. And it's good that you've got the child helpline there as well. I think it also brings the reality for children to really speak about their feelings to teachers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, it really generates that kind of conversation, what is going home. It also gives confidence to children to sort of like go out there and speak to if there's anything. And I think that's a good thing, because it means that children can see that, and they can perhaps, the way it's been acted, see that the teacher means well, and if by speaking, at least interventions can be done early. So I think that's really a good thing there. In terms of the girls who are cheating and all the other ladies here and Fred and Simon and everything, I think they need to wake up and need to sort of sit down and show each other photos, because I thought, how many of us actually do that? You know, we actually forget sometimes, and that really hit home, because you know, it's quite easy for women to be lied upon. So women are quite vulnerable.
Honestly.
Yes. So
very.
especially when women are so vulnerable, in the sense that, especially with your best of friend, you want to share everything, and there's quite some pattern in this. This one is showing the ring, the other one, and they haven't really shown us, oh, who is your boyfriend, or who is your whatever, and it was quite genuine for them. They didn't know each other. We're just sort of saying, in fact, it's just sort of some competition, who has got the best man or something like that. And so you can see that quietly being portrayed, and everybody wants to show who is a good lover and all that kind of stuff. So it takes you home. How many of us get caught up with that? And
that's true.
And I think that happens. And in fact, it reminds us of this kind of sisterhood with home. And so what happens with, I think that within that, sorry, I know I lost you there for a minute, but I'm just trying to call. So
no, it's okay.
So I think that in terms of that kind of competition, I think women need to, especially for as soon as you find out that, I think women, we need to go back to a bit of our tradition as well. And I'm always very, myself personally, I would rather a man knows me if he's married right from the start. And in fact, for me personally, I feel there should be a law whereby I am quite strict in terms of myself as a person. And I feel that there should be a law which is indebted for women, especially to protect women, whereby if a man has lied that he was having a wife, you know, because I know women who have actually ended up feeling their virginity has been broken, because, and they feel so sad, Theodora. They feel, in fact, emotionally betrayed, because you've been trying so hard to sort of like not sleep with a married man, and then this stupid married man comes in and betrays you and lies to you almost anything. So they will tell you they're divorced, they will tell you all kind of foolishness, and especially I find that women sometimes don't have that kind of due diligence and vulnerability for women sometimes, especially when they're out there, they're single. The men tend to come to the women's house, you know, the women. So one of the things I tend to tell women now, personally, especially for single women, I tend to tell them, no, ask the man to take you where he lives. And 90% of them, sadly, will either take you to a hotel. If a man's taking you to a hotel, you know he's lying. Simple. If a man's not taking you to his home or wherever, whether it's a small room, whether it's a medium room, I don't care where it is. Just know, if it's not consistent, know something is not right. And for me, I've learned the hard way, so I would say that. I would say that I'm quite keen on other women to follow that kind of practicality. I would like them to understand that when a man is staying with you and he's not marrying you, that's just stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's my own opinion anyway.
Well, that is true. You're right. But remember, there are some women who don't really care if that person is married.
I was just coming to that. Because that
they don't care.
Was portraying that. That woman was portraying that. And for such women, I was going to say we have to be careful about such women, because those kind of women are not there to really build a society. They're there to destroy our family structure. And to me, that's consciousness. And as you can see, we can say that they don't care, but actually they do care. And And if you notice towards the end, yeah, they come back and play the man as deep, because it's like karma. The guy comes in and his own friend or something like that. The woman who he's had a daughter with, remember he said she doesn't care, but they end up having a baby together. Now, I don't think a person who's had a baby with someone doesn't really care. Actually, that person went in there to have a baby. And I think that's the difference.
No. What I'm trying to say about caring is that, where you were saying, if the man doesn't take you to his house, then there's something wrong. They don't care whether you take them to their house. Some know already that you are married, and probably they know your wife. They know she looks good, you're looking after her, and they want to have a bit of what she's enjoying. And when they get you, they don't care to know where you live. As long as you can come to their house, sleep, spend some money with them, give them whatever they want, they are okay with that. And they believe that as time goes on, they will win you over. And before you know it, you've left your wife to another woman, if you know what I mean. So they don't care whether they know where you're living now. But at the moment, they are enjoying what they want to have from you. Do you get me?
So what I'm saying is, for such women, that's being silly. That's being silly. The truth of the matter is, if a man comes and tells you he's married, chances it not marry you. That's the truth of the matter. Stop lying to yourself.
Yes, he won't marry you, but sometimes you want to enjoy that moment with them. Have fun, so enjoy money.
They will have this space and moments with that, but actually that woman is not having real love. And in fact, so they, I was just talking on the sense of the movie. So if I was saying that if the man, because we were looking for solutions for practicality, but I'm just in an ideal perspective, movie, my comment to this movie is, if a man is constantly in your house and they're just coming there for gratification, that's what it is, right? So they just come there for gratification. They come in, they have their nap time or something like that. That's what they come in. Basically, it's nothing more than that. Does that really put you in a position to think that you're going to have that man? The answer is no. Right? And that's what many women face right now, even in this country, even in the United States, even in Africa. So you're just there, right?
Yeah.
There is a lesson and a pattern to that, because if you're just like looking to break that home, especially if you know the other woman, if you're doing it out of spitefulness and you know that person is married and you want to now have the other woman, that is absolutely, for me, it is just, it's incomprehensible. That's me anyway. But I've known cases where people know, I want this man, I want to break this home. And I feel, to me, that is also absolutely, as I say it to you, I feel that in them circumstances, the man ought to be put into task, because, and I still blame it to the man. And I will say to you, because that man is being irresponsible, very, very responsible, because he's sleeping with his wife, he's cheating his wife, because obviously he's not going to go to tell his wife that he's sleeping with you, but he's got the guts to tell you, who is the mistress, that he's got a wife. In other words, that's a form of abuse. Let's be honest with ourselves. You understand?
That's true.
So it is a form of abuse, and we women sometimes don't like to accept that. Yeah. So he's not prepared to tell his wife that he's sleeping with you. Why? Because he knows that if he tells his immediate wife, it's not going to go down well with him. Because one kind of thing, because he's got children, as we saw the other woman walked out, Liz out in the movie. So the reason with you, number two, is because you're not strong, you're not confident enough to say, leave me alone right now.
Yeah.
Now, you look at it, most cases, 75% or 80% or 90% of women, 70% of or 80% of why women would tolerate such behavior is because your confidence is low, you feel isolated, you feel that you don't have good friends, you feel that you can't trust anybody around you. So 90% of the time, I also blame other women personally, because I feel that the reason why women who are also cheating end up in such circumstances is because they don't even have good friends around them, because the women that are around them are already sometimes putting them low. So what happens is this person, this person who is coming around, who is their only loved person, right, sees to them their gratification. So this woman is feeling below the banner, which is confidence is not there, Theodora. Secondly, this woman cannot even go and speak to somebody else, because even if you go and speak to somebody else, the first thing is they will not see they're also part of the problem. So for me, the whole cycle. So if you can imagine, assuming this woman who is supposed to be this horrible woman, right? Yeah. Assuming she had and most of the time you will even find that this person is also got very good friends as well. But these are not real friends. I keep telling to people, we need to search yourself out. You've heard me saying that many times. And the reason is many women these days, 70% of them or 80% of them, they are not truthful. They're not good friends. When I say they're not good friends, I mean if it's a good friend, regardless of your circumstances, what they should do is they should check on you, they should support you, assuming you're a woman or whatever. They should surround you with love, real love, not circumferential or not a fake love. There is this kind of fake love which I describe like, oh, how are you, this one or that one or this one. And before you know it, so this woman is feeling vulnerable anyway. And so when this man comes into their space, that becomes the only best friend. So assuming that's the case in many cases, what then happens? Do you expect that woman to just sit down there? And may I also add another problem we have as a community as well, as we saw the parents as well. You have to think about the setting of the parent. So there is pressure on both sides. And for the woman, especially in the African setting, as soon as a woman is of a certain age, I know it for sure. I'm the UK Africa Diaspora Forum when we talk about family structure. I speak to people like Pastor Kenny, Pastor whatever, the other Kenny Climate, and we talk about what more can we do for teaching the children so that the family structure sort of like is the foundations are right. And what we see time and time again is the family structure, a household is not strong enough. Now you've got to ask yourself, why is this family structures not strong enough? For the very same reason I'm talking about. Isolation is a problem. Women who are working extra hard because of single problems. Why have this? If you look at the statistics, not just here, even in America, even in other places. And I remember Kim Climax actually asking that question in one of her posts. She stated she wants to describe. She was talking about her story, and she wanted to explain that. She was writing up in a Facebook. It turned out to be like a story, and she wrote about how when she came here, the way the men were, you come in and the struggles of how we've grown up here, and then in them years people come in, and then how men now become like because they're working so extra hard, and man come, and she really put a description in terms of exactly how many families were facing. Now the question is, if you looked at such a a situation as a man who is supposed to come here, settle, meet the wife, look after the wife, they struggle with the fufu and jollof rice or ugali or mokimo, which Kenyans eat or something like that. And she was explaining the reason why many families, just like in the movie, you can't, before you know it, the woman is now doing chambermaid, like the Elisa was doing. She went in from one job to another. That's what the lady was explaining. I come back to the same thing. The reason why many women are vulnerable is because you have to look at the women's side of things. Women here, we go to church. The same women, they're not supportive. If you think about a woman back home, let's say even in Kenya or even in Ethiopia or wherever, or even Nigeria, there is some kind of supportive mechanism. If one of your own is not married, they will be talking the whisper, that one is not married, but they will be telling you, that one is not a good one, this one is a good one, this one is whatever. And so you find that there is this kind of mix and match whereby there is that kind of support mechanism. Here in UK, who is going to do that? If anything, I've even had horrible stories where people say, oh, you know what, if you want me to find you a man, you've got to pay me some kind of money. You know what I'm saying? And these are supposed to be your real friends who are supposed to really, really match you with somebody who you know. Now, to me, that is exploitation on double standard exploitation. And these are things that we can't, sorry to say this sometimes, honestly. I'm pleased about your movie because I'm commenting about your movie.
Thank you.
But I think that it brings us back to the reality whereby it allows us to discuss what we are seeing. And so, is it the man's problem? I believe that he is irresponsible, like his mother had said, because part of the family structure, he wants a bit on the side, but also, if you notice as well, there seems to be some kind of perhaps issues. So I think that maybe that again, it comes back to support mechanism, because we are not shown what was really happening in that home prior to the startup of the movie. We are not shown. So chances is the mother is also upset. Lisa is probably upset with the mother because, whatever is happening, because just comes out and says, oh, this is the second time I've caught you with another woman. I'm not having this. That's what the woman, and she immediately packs up. Lisa packs up and leaves. Why has Lisa left so quickly with her suitcase? Was she planning it? So chances, she says, it's not even 2 months. It's not even 3 months. That's what Lisa screams. And just say, let's go. And straight away, Lisa goes for some sort of mechanism, support mechanism, which is the mother.
Yeah, but don't forget that for her to say she wants to leave, it's possible that it's been happening and reoccurring, and she couldn't take it anymore.
Correct.
It will be happening because obviously it's a movie. It's not everything that will be shown. So to cut the long story short, obviously that is not the first time, because first time it's not enough to leave the marriage. Even if you caught that man in bed with a woman, the first time it's not enough. You still have to give him a second and third chance, and then when he continues, you can go. But first time is not enough. So obviously it's been happening. You get me?
Yeah, that's what she says, and that's what Lisa says. So Lisa explains that. She says, I can't stand it. And Lisa then says, I'm going for a full divorce. She goes like, well, I am going for a full divorce. You can see the mother saying, no, you can't go through. The mother is still trying for his son and stuff like that, which would be a good thing. At least it shows family structure there is trying to say no. But Lisa is quite determined to act on her own. But I think the sad bit is the reality hits home then, and the reality hit homes because there is no structures in place where the woman feels that, oh, this is what I can do. And this is why, personally, I've always said, you see, even some of the campaigns I've run, whether it is domestic violence issues, I've always called upon the government to actually set up a form of mechanism where single women can vulnerability of a woman never again be a situation where they feel that they have to walk out because, if you put it in a different context, the reason why she left like that is because she didn't want confrontational. She says it too well. I didn't want to have confrontation of the family. But put it in the other perspective. If there was a fund to tap to, Lisa has got skills. Lisa has got, you can see she's doing all kind of things. And that's why personally, I have always held sometimes the government as being able to start up what they have, like start up government funds for people like this, because there's so many families that are affected. There are so many families that would do away with, that kind of support mechanism. 90%. And as somebody challenged me a few months ago, and he said, you know why I'm still in this marriage? I'm just in this marriage because of my kid. Imagine living, how many people do you know that it's country, even white people, forget African people, and they say, the only reason I kept my marriage is because we had 3 kids or 4 kids. One man sleeps in the other room, the other one sleeps in the other room, and all this. That's not healthy. You understand? So for me, the reason why this kind of things are tolerated is because people cannot have a space whereby they can go in and create an incentive. I actually brought this up to the business secretary, Vince Cable, once, and I said, look, for me, I would rather have some kind of innovation, where I would want, I just sort of bring those kind of discussion, because for me, it's about those discussions which really may project, especially the vulnerability of a woman. If a woman becomes vulnerable, the child becomes vulnerable,
That's true.
And for me, it's important to really support that woman so that that woman is able to take care of her child as best as she can. And I always say to women who have got no children as well, I've had many cases where women have been put under pressure to have kids because they've got into a certain age. It's not easy, I must say, but I enjoyed watching the film because it captures all the relevant sort of like elements of different perspective. Yes, so I take my hat off for all of you.
Thank you for calling in, and thank you for telling us, giving us your take on this movie. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. And God bless you, and keep sharing our video to people you think can benefit from this. Send it to the youngsters. This channel is for the youth, is to empower them, educate them, and all that. So it's an educative channel, and every week there's a task for the youngsters, and we have winners. So
and what's the task for this week for the youngsters?
I haven't announced the task, but the task is going to come from this movie. So after this live session, there'll be a recorded task, and it will be it will be uploaded for them to listen and answer it.
And then may I say as well that the title of the film, Shameful Deceit, truly you got that right. It was definitely Shameful Deceit.
Thank
it was
you.
Definitely
Thank
Shameful
you.
Deceit. And I quite enjoyed your role. You really did it with humility there. And
thank you.
It was really heartbreaking at the end. I wish it had have ended up in you calling the police and all that kind of thing, and police drama and everything. I'm looking for part 2. Maybe start off in part 2 where Elise is now been taken to prison, but she wins her case, and when she wins her case now, but the man's dead. I don't know. So that's the only bit. The man's already. Or maybe we should see a series. He didn't die or something like that. Just got out like so it's sort of like drama, like
this movie was shot in 2013 and it was released in 2013. It was a hit movie. It was a blockbuster. It was the biggest movie here in the UK at the time and now. But at the time they watched it, people actually were saying they wanted a part 2. We haven't done part 2 up to now. It's 7 years, but I don't think we'll be able to do part 2 because the Elizabeth's daughter was 19 then, She's big now. That's one. Two, the Simon's girlfriend you saw on the bed, who said, Simon, who is this woman, is a first lady of Sierra Leone. She wouldn't leave her seat there as the first lady to come and join us to act the part 2. So I wouldn't have someone.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the first lady. That's Fatima Jabi Madabio. So she's the current first lady. She's not going
to. I've seen her somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought about that. I thought
Yes.
Sierra Leone lady.
Yeah.
But, I think we can invite her. We can get her to come.
But at the moment she's busy, so she wouldn't leave her seat as first lady to come.
Right.
Obviously, she's busy. Yeah. So part 2 may not be possible now, but we will have a similar kind of educative movie that has not really been touched, because if you watch this movie very well, you'll find out that it was unpredictable. When you're watching it, you wouldn't know what's going to happen. And two, it's not something that is common in Nollywood movies. It's not something that you've seen. It's not like the same movie that is overflogged every day over and over. So this is completely different. And in fact, when I got the script, actually my cousin actually wrote the script. When I got the script, that wasn't the original caption. It was another caption. I had to change the caption to this one. Somebody did the screenplay. The person that did the screenplay, which is Evelyn Obaho, that's her name. She did the screenplay of the story. He decided that we should give it another name. That's how we gave it a different caption. Yes.
Right. It was quite a series. It was enjoyable to see it. I sat down, and today is my birthday, so I enjoyed watching your birthday.
Oh, today's your birthday.
Yes, today's my
birthday. Oh, happy birthday.
Took my time, and I thought, you know what, she's just asked me a question. Oh, but when I was calling you earlier on, I was just calling thinking I didn't realize you were live.
Wow.
And when you said, oh, I sent you something yesterday.
Wow.
So I thought, oh, let me watch what she's really on about. And I really enjoyed it.
Wow. Thank you. More nice movies. More nice ones will be coming. More nice ones.
Well done.
Thank you.
Much for that. I will share it around. I'll share it in many. I'll share it in the African groups and all that kind of thing. I think they'll enjoy watching it. Yeah.
Thank you very much, because very soon we might take it off the YouTube as well, so they better watch it now. White lads.
I will send it to them.
I will
send it to them. How long will it be on the YouTube, just in case?
For now, probably at least 3 months.
They'll have watched. I'll send it. As I go out, I'll share it let them watch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I think it's very educative in terms of what we are looking as community leaders.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Goodbye. Thanks for calling.
Goodbye.
All right. Okay. Bye. Thank you. Whoa, that was a long one from Juliet Macapelia. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, we'll have another caller. Yeah, hello caller. How are you, and where you calling from?
Hello, HRH.
Oh.
My name is Bosola, and I'm calling from London.
Thank you. I recognize the voice now. How are you? And
I'm all right.
Have you watched the movie?
I'm not gonna lie, not yet.
Not yet. But I think you actually watched this during the premiere. Didn't you watch it before?
Oh yeah.
But you've forgotten.
I watched it then. But I forgot it. I remember my part.
You are even in the movie and you can't remember the story. Oh my goodness. This is an actress in this movie and you can't remember.
A little bit of
Okay, tell them your part. What was your part? What did you do?
I played the role of a manager in the restaurant.
Okay, when we had a party, isn't it?
We had a party. I brought in an engagement ring in the cup.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Hey, Larry Balogo, I don't know. Send the live link to him. Maybe he can call in so they can hear his voice, Simon. Because I don't think I have his number on this phone now. Okay, send the link to him. Wow. Thank you for calling. Okay, you didn't watch it, so you don't have anything to tell us then.
Unless you ask me a question.
Okay.
I have something to tell you at the premiere.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
It was one of the best in the UK
Thank you
movie industry. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God.
Thank you very much.
It was packed.
Thank you. So what lesson did you learn in this movie?
Oh my God.
Yes.
The lesson I learned, like I told you, I haven't seen it in a while, but it's for family to stick together, not to leave your child alone for long.
Okay, that's correct as well. Yeah.
Not to leave your child alone for long.
Otherwise, some of these men who pray can even sleep with their own child. Oh my God.
It's really bad.
Oh my sheo, according to Yoruba.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go watch it now.
Okay.
So next time you're online, I'll be able to chip in more.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. And stay blessed, stay safe.
You too. You're doing well.
Okay. Thanks. And this is Tia in Conversation with Tia. She's also on YouTube in Conversation with Tia. Thank you. She's an actress. Well done. Well done. Well done.
You.
All right, darling.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
Oh,
bye. Bye. Okay. Okay, firstly, it was Julius Macapilla. Julia, thank you so much. That was a long one from you. You actually watched and analyzed this movie. Seriously. Thank you so much. The movie, anytime you watch this movie, it's like it's new. Because what happened in the movie is something that happens every day in life. It has happened in the past, it has happened before we were born, it's happening now, and it will still happen in the generation to come. So obviously, this is the movie. If it's on YouTube, we're going to outlive it. When we die, even in the next 200 years, people will still be watching this movie. So this is one of the legacies we're going to leave. It will be everywhere for people to watch. It's been on a few channels. It's been on aeroplanes, people watching it on air. It's been almost everywhere. It's still going around. And then it will still be in new channels as well. So what I can say is, if you haven't watched it, please go and watch the movie Shameful Deceit. Thank you very much. And God bless you. Thank you for watching. Acapilia. And then Tia, who is also in this movie. Tia has forgotten the story. Tia, you're funny. She has forgotten. Anyway, she played a role there as well. And she's a producer as well in the UK. So anyway, basically, the movie is just teaching us a story. So if you haven't called and you want to give us a call, please give us a call. Let's see what Abi Noka says. That was an amazing movie with a very strong storyline, especially when Vivian got raped by the father. African parents are always in denial of what happens in their home. That is true. Okay, let's go back and see what other people have said. Nadine Safi gave us a thumb up. Peter Anike, well spoken. Thank you, sir. I'm sure that's Chinelo's hobby. Peter Anike, good one and lot to learn from it. Well done. Vanessa, is this Vanessa Oluwole? Vanessa says, well done, HRH. I know you're the only one that also calls me Malicha, you and peace. So obviously that must be Vanessa. Well done, HRH. Theodora, thank you very much. Dr. Oza gave me thumb up, 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Peace, Omoyeme Robinson. Whoa, I just finished watching the movie now. Well done, ma. Thank you very much. I haven't heard from Naomi Robinson. If you have watched it, give us a call and tell us your take, what you learned from that movie. Adrois Limited says, well done, HRM. Thank you very much. Maureen says, well done, my queen. Thank you. Osaro Obefu says, well done, HRM. Black B says, well done, HRH. Chief Bimbo, that's Abim Robert Fulayo. Well done, HRH. Thank you, sir. You missed the premiere. You were invited. You didn't turn up because you were not in town. Thank God you watched it now, and I'm glad you watched it. I'm sure you've enjoyed it. Call us to tell us what you think about the movie if you have actually watched it. Chief Bimbo, we're waiting to hear from you. Excellent performance from Gigi and from who? From Gigi. Gigi says great strides, very educative. Juliet says thank you to everyone watching. Juliet says emotional movie. Juliet says reminds us about the everyday. And AB, I think I've read yours before. That was a very amazing movie with a very strong storyline, especially when Vivian got raped by the father. African parents are always in denial of what happens in their home. That is true. Always in denial. When your daughter tells you this is what is happening, you won't listen. Even vice versa, it also happens to the little boys. Even some women rape little kids. So you just have to be careful who you leave with your children. I remember I have a friend who visited sometime from Nigeria, and she's got two little kids, and she was saying to me, I don't allow my helpers at home, anybody visiting or helping, because she got some people helping her too. Said, I don't allow them to bat my children for me. I just tell them, watch them shower, just give them signs of where to wash, don't touch them. I think that's a good one. I would do such a thing. Just look at them. If it's even if it's a little girl having her shower and the helper is there, just stand and say, you haven't washed it, you haven't washed it. Watch this place, watch this place. Watch, direct them. Don't touch them. Some of them will abuse them. I don't really know what goes into their head. I don't understand. I don't really understand. Now, Omotola Ademoji says, it was an amazing movie. Teaches us a lot about mothers. Learn how to take care of our children. Listen to them. Also, fathers. Also, the love of money, but more to do with parents. Omotola Ademeji is such an amazing storyline. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tola. God bless you, Omotola Ademoji. Right, we've been here for 2.5 hours. I'm sure it's about time to round up. If you haven't called and you want to call, please do give us a call. Tell us what your take is on this movie. If you were Elizabeth, what would you have done differently? If you were Simon, what would you have done? And if you were the daughter, what would you have done? And all in all, if you were writing this story, would you have written this story differently? Tell us. We are learning every day. More movies coming in. So we need to hear from you. Tell us where we've gone wrong. Tell us what to do next time if we are doing this movie. Tell us. We want to hear from you. So I'm still waiting for you guys. I'll be rounding up soon. I'm getting tired as well. I've got to eat something. I'm hungry, but I'm here for you guys. Motola, you haven't called in. I know you. Actually, I think your daughter was in this movie. She should be calling to tell us her take on the movie. Stella Corey says she's watching. You're watching. Have you watched the movie? Give us a call. Tell us your take on that movie. Thank you for watching. Give us your take on this movie. Tell us if you were the writer, if you would have written it differently, and what would your caption be? Were you going to caption it differently? Hello, Tia. If you're still watching, send the link to Larry. Tell him to call in and talk about his character as Simon, okay? Mm-hmm. If you're watching and you want to give us a call, please call. Larry Balogu, he's Simon. He did what no one should have done. You need to call in and talk about your character. Larry Balogu played Simon. Let me see if I can call him if he's not calling. Let me see. I think tell us your take. I'm trying to call him. Hello? Hello, Mr. Larry.
Yeah.
You're live. I'm calling you live on YouTube. Hope you're okay and you're keeping safe.
Who's calling me?
This is Theodora. He said, this is Theodora. You're live on YouTube. I'm calling you live. I want you to talk about Shameful Deceit Movie. I'm talking about it on the live show on YouTube. Tell us about your character. People are not happy with Simon.
You really cut me pants down.
I took him unawares. This is Larry Balogu live on YouTube. I took him unawares. I didn't tell him I was going to call. He didn't even realize I was calling. So anyway, people have been commenting on YouTube. The movie is live on YouTube. It's been uploaded on YouTube. Now we're having a live show and people are discussing the movie and they've been talking about you that you've done the unspeakable.
Yes. Really,
it's just a reflection of some very dirty fathers out there.
That's true.
You know, we have a lot of them living in the society like that, where they take advantage of underage
That's true.
daughters or stepdaughters, you know,
Yeah,
sexually molest them. They need to be exposed,
that's true.
and that is basically why this movie was put together.
That's true.
To share disgusting fathers like that and expose them for what they really are, you know, pedophiles.
That's true.
I think the movie should be encouraged. People should chip in and screen it and buy it as much as they can. So to encourage the producer that we can do more, we can expose, write more stories to expose these sick men, you know. So that's my little bit anyway.
Thank you, Larry Balogu. So the person who has just spoken is Simon in the movie. Thank you very much. Thank you for speaking on the movie as well. I'm sure the viewers will be happy to have heard your voice. Did you act a movie where you acted as Fred or something in Diego Maradona? I don't know. I haven't watched it, but someone was saying that it looks like Diego Maradona. You acted the movie Diego Maradona and you were called Fred. I haven't watched it.
I don't even know. I can't even remember how many movies I've done lately, you know.
Okay.
And, you know, producers decide to come up with different titles.
That's true.
I'm not aware of.
Thank you.
We'll see when it comes out anyway.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Stay safe and keep yourself
Thank you.
safe, you know, from this COVID-19.
I'm telling you. Thank you so much. Thanks for receiving my call and responding immediately. Thank you. God bless. Okay. Okay. So that was Simon in the movie talking about the role. So obviously it's not him in real life. It's just an actor. He was acting the role he was asked to do. So everything you've seen is acting. All right. So if there's anyone else who wants to call, I'm waiting to hear from you. Otherwise, I will be rounding up. We'll be rounding up soon. I'll be rounding up soon because I have a meeting. I have a meeting actually for 9 o'clock anyway. So if you want to call now, you can call now before I sign off. Okay. If you haven't watched the movie as well, type in Shameful Deceit and go and watch the movie. It's right there on my channel, Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade TV. It's free to watch. We'll have another caller now. Hello, caller, and where are you calling from? Hello, good evening.
Oh, Christiana.
Okay, hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay. You've watched the movie?
I have indeed.
Wow, thank you. Tell us what you think about the movie. And if you were Elizabeth, what would you have done differently? And if you were the writer, is there any other way you would have written the story?
Well, thank you very much. That was a real eye-opener.
Thank you.
Yes, and the way it was acted, it was professionally done.
Thank you.
I'm sure if it was on a big screen, more details would have gone in there.
It was on a big screen in 2013.
I see, and I missed it.
Yes.
I did miss it. Yeah. Anyway, for me, if I was in her shoes, I'm sure I wouldn't have left my child there. I would have taken that child along with me and suffered with her, rather than leaving her behind. So that's the angle I'm looking at, because I have a lot of experience about children being left behind. I would have gone all the way and taken that child away, despite all the negative influences from the husband's family. But I'm assuming, again, this would have been maybe in Africa. But if it's here, maybe in the UK, social services, would have been the best, involved at the early stage. Then you would have been able to highlight the man's behaviors, in the home, and he wouldn't have been the best candidates to leave that child with. I would have been monitoring, throughout. I wouldn't have stayed away so long, 10 years plus, without making contact with my child. I'm not sure I would have been able to stay that long without keeping my eyes and ears around the child. See? So maybe in that movie also, those bits would have been put in there to show that you're a mother, you're caring. The daughter wouldn't have felt the way she felt. Remember, this is an African woman, and we always, hang on to our children.
Yes.
And then the other aspect is the way she, came in and shot him. Our people preserve lives. They believe in the preservation of life, and wouldn't have gone all out to get a gun, in this environment, or even in Africa.
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't have done it yourself. You would have paid somebody, to do it. But not do it directly. Then you would have no chance of looking after your child, or even trying to, encourage your child to come back to you. You'll be in prison. So it depends on the context of that movie again. So I'm swinging from maybe in Africa, or maybe in the UK. What would I do differently? So that is basically what I think I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Actually, though the story came from Africa, but it was like a UK setting because it happens here as well, and it was shot here. Obviously, you can see that the little girl had to go and report herself in the social service because there was no one. The father wouldn't have reported himself. She couldn't have done that initially. And her mother wasn't there. The grandmother wasn't there. So there was nobody to follow up with social service.
That's right.
Yeah.
So the teacher did try. If it was
a male teacher who didn't.
Yes, it was a male teacher
who didn't.
Would have reported. Yes, he would have reported to. There's a safeguarding officer in the schools now, and so that would have been passed on to them. And they would have picked her up at an early stage. Yes, they would have known immediately what's going on. Maybe after the first traumatic experience. Oh my God!
It's true. It's true. But even though you were saying if it was here, blah blah blah, these things happen every day in the United Kingdom. Even if it's not the father, it could be the brother. I don't know if you followed up in this story. Yeah, or uncle. Like I was explaining to people when I started this video. I have a story that someone told me where I used to work in the past. That was in 2001. And a lady came to me in the place where I was the manager of the place. And the lady felt that she could tell me certain things. She wasn't working there. She just came in as a visitor and said she wanted to see the manager. And that was me. She called me and said, "Can I have a chat with you?" I said, "Okay." And I took an excuse and went to sit down with her. And she said to me, "Your colleague working with you, is he at work?" I said, "No." And then she said, "That's my brother." I told the story before, but I'll repeat it again. So it happens everywhere. And she said, "That's my brother." I said, "Okay." And then she said, when she was 12, 13, I think either in secondary school, second year or third year in the secondary school, she said, when they close from school, their parents are still at work. They come back home, herself and her senior brother, who was like 17, 18, and she was like 12. The brother used to rape her. You see, there was no social service to be reported. She couldn't go because no one listened to her. She said the first time it happened, she told her mom, and the mom said, "Shush, shut up, don't say nothing. This is not what someone else should hear." They're from the Caribbean, actually. And then she said, no, this is not what someone else should hear. Don't say that. Don't do this. Is this is an abomination. This is not good. Your brother can't do this. Don't say that again. She obviously thought that this child was joking. She didn't listen. And then the brother,
or maybe she thought of the repercussion. A black boy being reported for molesting a minor. What that would do to the family? They would have just banged the boy up, and then the whole family will be shattered. So she should have acted.
No, but what she would have done, I understand what you mean, but that would have been better than the little girl the way it ended. Because at the end of the day, even if she didn't want to report, she would have looked into acted. And if I was the mother at the time, and my little daughter tells me that, "Look, my brother is trying to abuse me when you are not in," what I will do is, first of all, I will investigate the matter. I can even put a CCTV to find out if I want to go that length. But I might not want to go that length so that anything will not happen. What I would have done is make sure two of them are not together anymore from that day. Take this child to school, and when she closes, take her to wherever I'm going, or find somebody to take her home to somewhere else until I'm home. I'll make sure that two of them are not home. And I might not want the brother to know even what happened so that he will not beat her up if he has the chance to. So he wouldn't even understand why he cannot see the sister anymore. I'll be diplomatic in separating the two of them. And if possible, even take him away completely from the house to avoid that. That's one.
Sometimes some families don't know how to act in situations like this.
Yeah.
They don't know where to get advice from. It's probably happening for the first time. The young man is giving into urges and going, finding a girlfriend to be with.
Exactly.
He's just in there. They are supposed to be indoors. Family, parents are at work.
Yeah.
And they don't have anybody to talk to.
That is
about
true.
Their feelings.
Yes.
We need a lot of information for families.
That's right.
In school and so on.
That's right. So that was what happened. This continued. When she spoke to the mom shut her up. She became scared. And the brother also shut her up, never to tell anyone that if you speak out, I'm going to beat you or kill you or something like that. And because she knows that when she gets back home, this is the person she's going to meet. She kept mute. She wasn't talking anymore. It continued every time. She said she was being raped over and over. She was telling me this story. She was being raped over and over until she probably became pregnant, and she didn't even know because she hadn't even seen her period before. So obviously she took in with her first period. Yeah. So she was in school at some point sleeping when the teacher looked at her and said, "Every day you come to school, you're sleeping. Every day you're sleeping." They took her to the hospital and they found out she was almost 5-6 months gone in pregnancy. Yeah.
You see, the schools play a lot of role now.
Yeah.
They pick up on all this. When children, that's why they have the safeguarding department, and the person is immediately reported to that department, and they investigate it. So families need a lot of information, just like schools are now informing the pupils or their students about, so that they are more aware of what's happening, what could happen, where they can report, who they can lean on to for advice, if they don't want to report, but where to get advice from, telephone calls, say what's happening, anonymous calls,
Yes. So that's how it happened.
Of course, the women, need advice on how to approach things, because, for instance, seeing your husband getting maybe if this was the man was seeing a lot of women, getting so audacious, bringing them in, to the house. You ask yourself, well, what is it I'm doing differently that's making this man so behave in this manner? Is it something that I've caused, or is it that we're out of love? Just to approach that topic in a way that the man will be able to say what's happening in his family, rather than that being discussed in an open family, and the man will feel, I'm the man of the house, I can do whatever I like to do. But if you approach it in a different manner, maybe the family will still be together.
Yeah. So anyway, that was how it happened, and she finally had a child for her brother. So she hated her brother. Ever since then, they never spoke again. And then the social service took the child from her as well, because how are you going to be carrying a child for your brother? I don't understand. So it was terrible.
That child will be riddled with all sorts of
Exactly. So they took the child away, and then she couldn't deal with the trauma of passing through that thing, and that made her not even fall in love with any man. She never had a boyfriend, she never had a husband.
This is traumatic.
Yeah. So she didn't grow up to even love any man anymore.
I'll tell you what happens. In the mental health field, this sort of thing can bring about personality disorder.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah. And we see a lot of them here now. That's because of incestuous relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does, break people down in that way.
That's true. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for this call. Thanks.
Good work.
Thank you.
I was hoping to see a follow-up on that movie.
Wow.
To teach, use the opportunity to teach, things to people, rather than leaving it, hanging.
It's true. A lot of people have asked. A lot of people have asked for part 2. But I've given a few reasons why I don't know if part 2 can take place. We have the First Lady of Sierra Leone, who is not going to leave her seat as the First Lady to come and act movie. She's there. Unless if areas like that will be scrapped, and it's just going to be typically about Elizabeth, the daughter, and Simon. But if we have to put every other person, we can't get all of them now. Like the First Lady is busy.
It will be easy to, swap a different character. I mean, not different character, but a different actor, to take that position if need be. But the most important bits will be about the daughter, the
Simon,
and the wife. What happened? The grandma.
Yeah.
On either side, just to know.
Okay.
How they were involved in the rehabilitation.
I would think about it. I would think about it. We might have to do it because a lot of people, they want it. They want part 2. They've seen the part 1. They want part 2. Yes. Now that you've spoken, we might do it, and then we will scrap some areas of. So it's going to be typical of Elizabeth.
That's right.
To be typical of Elizabeth. Well, we might do that. So it's not going to be, because actually there was an original name for this film. It might be the name that we will use for the part 2, but I don't want to say the name here now because I have an assignment for the youngsters watching. So I don't want to reveal that name. Yeah. I'll tell you later what the name is. That could be the name for the part 2.
Excellent.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we might do it. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thanks for this call. Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Okay. Thank you. That was a call from somebody called Christiana. Thank you so much for watching the film and telling us your own take. If you were the mother, what you would have done. And if you were the writer, how you would have written it differently. Very thoughtful of you to even advise us to do part 2. So many people have been asking for part 2, and we'll look into that. We might have to do part 2. Seriously, we might have to do part 2. It's just that Elizabeth's daughter, she's grown now, 7 years plus what she was then. We still have Simon. Simon is still there. I will think about it. And well, I'm still here. Um, yeah, I'll think about it. We might have to come up with something for the part 2. And then let's see what they're saying again. Danny Promotional Media UK says, nice to see the film online. Congratulations to all the cast and crew. Thank you, Danny. I remember when we had the premiere, Danny sold some tickets for us. He helped us out as well. Danny was new in Nollywood then. Now he's the big shot in Nollywood. Well done, Danny. Thank you for coming online, for watching us and contributing. May God bless you all for supporting this channel. This is a channel for the youth. And keep it coming. If you have any message, put it in the comment section. If you watch the movie, put it in the comment section what you feel about the movie. If you have any topic you want us to discuss, come on board. Email us, give us a call. Or okay, the email is covid7047@gmail.com. covid7047@gmail.com. Send us an email there. We have a number to call. You can send messages to the WhatsApp. It's a UK number, and the number is 074-5915-1084. The number is in the comment section, the very first comment in the comment section. You can send a message to the WhatsApp there, email us, call, whatever you want to do, you can do it. We have a website. You can go to our website as well. View our website. Tell us what you think about our website, www.theodoraibekwe.co.uk. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, I have a meeting in the next few minutes, so I'll be signing off to go to my meeting. There will be a task for the youth, and the winner will be revealed next week, Sunday. And there was a task from last week, which the winner will also be revealed next Sunday. Remember the task for last week? And now we have a new task for next week. So we're going to have 2 winners next week. Task for last week, which is for 2 weeks, ending next week, Sunday. And task for today, which will be revealed, the winner will be revealed next week, Sunday. So 2 winners next week. So I'm going to record the task later on today and upload it for you to watch and send back to me by email. Thank you very much. Like I always say, don't forget the COVID-19 rules. Wash your hands with soap and water. Use hand sanitizers. Observe social distancing. Don't visit and don't expect visitors. Pray every day. It's only God that will save us in this situation, this pandemic, this virus that has no cure, no vaccine. What else are we going to turn to if not God? So please pray that we're out of this situation as soon as possible so that everyone work will be normal, everything will be normal. I'm tired. I really want to go out and shake it off. People are getting big at home. Even when you're sick, you can't even go to the hospital because if you even go, you're exposing yourself, you're at risk. So we really need God to intervene and everything will be okay by the grace of God. So, Muslims, you are still in your Ramadan month. I wish you all a happy Ramadan month, especially my friend Ayo the First. Happy Ramadan. Say your prayers 100 times daily, that's for sure. The Christians, read your Psalms, especially Psalm 91. There is nothing God cannot do. And anything you're doing in life, put God first. Anything, put God first. If you're a Muslim, God first. Christian, God first. Hindu, God first. Whatever religion you belong to, we're serving one God, the same God. Say your prayers. All right? May God bless you all. Stay blessed. And I'll be back later today with another video for the youngsters to do their task. I remain Theodora Ibekwe-Oyebade. Goodbye.